Are you tired of losing NPCs? Maybe you want to fight, oh I don't know, Odessa, because I mean who wouldn't? And of course normally Odessa's going to be following you, so you're not really going to be losing him anyway. But the second that a Combine soldier shows up, well, he runs for it, like the big coward that he is. And what if you didn't want him to run from you? What if you wanted him to stay put? And all you have to do is simply press E. Now you will call out the NPC, in this case Odessa, and ignore the weird squiggly thing on his face. The important thing is that we're going to know exactly where he's at. Now sadly, we are not going to be able to see him through walls, but still pretty useful to find out where he is if we lost him for some reason. Now of course this is even more useful if you're in a team and you have enemies like Combine here, and that's where you're pretty much going to want to be using it. Now sadly I think you can only call out one at a time. Yep, that is true. I have no idea where the Combine are going. But the thing that makes this mod really interesting is it does use V-manip, which of course you can see that's why we take our hand off our gun and actually point it. Now, how useful is this mod? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's not that useful at all. But it's a V-manip add-on, and I absolutely love these mods. In fact, I did recently do a full V-manip video where it was pretty much all the V-manip mods I could find. I'll link that in the top right corner. But we can make this even more special by simply installing a mod, and that is going to be the Vox callouts. Alright, so what can you do with this besides just, well, pointing your finger at an NPC? Well, thankfully, it does work with the TFA Vox mod, although I fiddled with this for about 20 minutes or so, and I could not figure out how this works. I can't tell if this means it's on or off, but this is the one we want right here. Allows player to spot NPCs and other players using E. Now when you go into this, you can see that spotting enabled is on, so I don't know why it's not making a sound. So instead of spending hours trying to figure this out, I decided to just give up, and let's talk about, well, the important part of this mod, and that is the damage increase. Because yes, as you can see Odessa's health up there, we're gonna hit him with the crowbar, and the crowbar does about 10 damage, but now we're going to spot him, and check this out. We now take him down in 3 hits instead of 4, so this is pretty cool, but the best part is that we can configure it. If we go all the way back down to spotting and then customize, we can see NPC damage multiplier, and then when we scroll this down, we can adjust the amount that the damage goes up, and I am going to have a lot of fun with this, of course. So we're gonna go all the way balls deep and see if this really actually works. Alright, Odessa, you ready, man? And sadly, it does appear to have a cap, so it did go up. Now we 2-shot Odessa instead of 3-shotting him, but it is definitely not scaling properly with the number that we put. So 300 seems to be the limit, and that is going to be enough to, again, 2-shot Odessa. But this really does come in handy with, say, NPCs like this. And of course, if we were to switch out our weapons with something that, well, doesn't suck absolute balls, like the Modern Warfare weapons here, I mean, this already, as you can see with the health bar up there, it's doing pretty well against the Ploosh, but if we were to aim at him now, as you can see, we are pretty much completely chunking him. So even if you don't really care about the whole, you know, pointing your finger at an NPC thing, well, this mod still does have its uses with, well, letting you increase your damage. Now, of course, there are better ways to increase your damage, like, oh, I don't know, using a better weapon. Now, in the description, it does state that you can also call out not only ammo, but also health kits. However, as you can see, I am having trouble doing this. There could be an option in the TFA Vox settings that might enable this, but even after looking over all the settings, I couldn't find anything that would make this work. So sadly, it just doesn't seem to like my game, I guess. However, again, it still does work perfectly with NPCs. And also, before we end the video, does this work in third person? Well, at least in my case, no. But apparently, other players can see you pointing, or at least they'll see the red, I assume. So now I'm kind of wondering, does this apply to all vmanip? Because I don't think I've ever really tried vmanip in third person. But that's going to be a story for another video. Guys, let me know what you thought about this very cool but very quick mod. You know, there's nothing, you know, crazy to it. I mean, obviously the damage increase is a much loved feature because, well, anything that makes the Half-Life 2 weapon stronger is a godsend. But I would love to know what you guys think down below. What is your favorite NPC to point at? And also, next video will definitely be a much more in-depth mod than this. However, if you have a mod that you would love to see in a video, you can leave it in the description, where my Discord page is, or in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, farewell.